Hey, you lovely lot. I hope you're doing well. I wanted to tell you about a case and also ask for your help once more. I told you advocacy, it takes all of us, and so I really appreciate the fact that you listen and watch my videos, and this one's another important case, and it's a case that's been on my mind, and that's the case of Clare Bell. And I first heard about Clare's case when the sentence was handed down by the judge on the 2nd of February, and I posted about the sentence because I was so outraged by it. And I'll tell you about the case first of all, because it just is, it's horrific. And just to give you a trigger warning as well, because I will be going into some of the detail. Clare Bell died on the 2nd of August 2020, and it was it was a very slow and painful and excruciatingly painful slow death. And Mark Clowes received a 2-year suspended sentence following her death for manslaughter. Now, they had been out drinking and Clare was intoxicated and he put her in a bath. But that bath was scalding hot and it was roughly 80 degrees and he put her in it. And despite her pleading for him to help get her out of the bath, he refused. And an argument was heard. A number of the neighbours heard the argument, and Clare was asking and pleading with him to get her out, and he denigrated her, he belittled her, he accused her of cheating on him. He said, "No, I don't want," and I'm going to quote, "No, I don't want you going anywhere. Look at the effing state of you." And he just said horrific and belligerent things and made it clear that he wasn't going to assist her. And she said that she was dying. She repeatedly said that she was on her way out. He did get her out of the bath, but unfortunately, she suffered from 3rd-degree burns to 30% of her body. And he put her on a bed and he just left her there for roughly 6 hours. He left her there pleading for help, her saying that she was dying, that she was on her way out, her words. And he left her, went out to the shops, came back, but at no time did he call for the emergency services. At no time did he get her medical treatment. And that is just absolutely unconscionable. That is so difficult, particularly as he said in his own words that her skin was shedding like a snake. I mean, to see the burns and the injuries and not to call for medical aid, well, that takes a callous disregard right there. And she died. And he was arrested and the case went to court. And the judge, in his sentencing remarks, showed a tremendous amount of sympathy for Clowes, not for Clare. There was no evidence of sympathy for her, so this double standard. And the judge said that he wanted to give Clowes the benefit of the doubt. He said it about 4 times in his sentencing remarks, and that he took responsibility. Well, he didn't. He pled not guilty. He put Clare's family through a trial. He did not accept responsibility for his actions. And the judge talked about him caring for Clare previously, but that doesn't line up with what happened on the day. And the fact that, for me, it sounded like there was a punishment going on. He was trying to punish Clare. And that's why he left her in that bath, and that's why he didn't call for assistance. And normally with coercive control, it's a pattern of behaviour. All the while he's accusing her of cheating on him. So jealous and controlling behaviour. So the point for me is about the value of Clare's life and the worth of Clare's life. And what's the message here if he gets a 2-year suspended sentence? What's the message to Clare? What's the message to her family? What's the message to women? What's the message to him as a perpetrator? What's the message to men who choose to abuse women? The message is you can get away with it, and that is not okay. Particularly at a time where femicide is at an all-time high, where male violence to women and girls is at an all-time high, where misogyny, we're seeing it just at unreal levels, not covert any more overt. And here you've got a judge just giving him the benefit of the doubt multiple times and showing him empathy and no sympathy to Clare. This has to be remedied. How can you help? That's what you're wondering, right? Well, you can do like I did and write to the Attorney General. You can request a review of this unduly lenient sentence. You email uls.referrals@attorneygeneral.gov.uk. It's in the notes. You have to include the name of the defendant, which is Mark Clowes, Clowes, the date of the sentence, February the 2nd, 2024, and the court, Stafford Crown Court, and the crime, which is manslaughter. And you can include other things as well. I'll post my letter so that you can see what I wrote. And you have 28 days after sentencing, so you don't have too much longer, but I know it will mean a lot to Clare, to her family. We have to be Clare's voice, and I really want to ensure that we work together, we use our voices to get justice for Clare Bell. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch and for writing.